it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and I'm going to try to make this video as fast as possible. My camera cut out on me the last time I did it. So, I wanted to show you two projects that I worked on the past couple days, and I don't want you guys to think that that's all I've done. I'm actually working on some stuff for a joint venture with one of my fellow Etsy teammates. We're going to debut it at our craft show in July, so I can't show you any of that stuff, but I have been doing other things, I promise, other than the stuff that I'm going to show you today. So what I wanted to show you is these two projects. The first one is the Piglet Cut. This is from the Pooh and Friends Cricut cartridge from page 39. I did this cut in black at 5.5 inches, and then these 3 layers at 5.5 inches as well. Now it's supposed to be 3 different colors of pink, but I didn't think that it really mattered that it was only 2. I didn't have any other colors of the sticker paper, and it was just easier to use the sticker paper, so I did the face, the arms, and the legs in the lighter, and the ears, the nose, and the body in the darker. I did go around some of the edges and use the gel pen that I have just to give it a little bit of definition and kind of to clean it up a little bit, because there were a couple of spots that didn't cut completely cleanly. But other than that, I think that Piglet came out looking pretty much like Piglet. So, again, Piglet was cut at 5.5 inches from page 39 of the Disney's cartridge, Pooh and Friends, and that's the front. Real quick, if you guys haven't seen the way I stored my cartridges, I put the booklet, the overlay, and the actual cartridge itself in these little Target Ziploc bags, and I store them in the boxes that you would normally store the 12x12 scrapbooking paper in. And right now everything is underneath my desk. It was in my my closet, but I was finding that I was using it every day and it was just easier to store it under my desk. I could get to it better. So the second project that I worked on was 2 3x3 cards. I am going to be making more of these, but it features paper piecing. So if you look at this, it's just the one image, but a ton of different colors with using different pieces of paper. So what I did was, these are Gina K design stamps, and they're from us. I believe she calls them her duo sets. So it's an image and a little phrase or sentiment that you get as one. You order them together. And what I did was I inked this up with Memento Tuxedo black ink and stamped it down onto my 3x3 card. Then what I did was I took a couple different colors of cardstock and inked up the different parts of the stamp. So like for the brown piece of cardstock, I stamped up pretty much just the basket, or as much. I stamped up the entire basket, and I probably got some of the yarn on there, but stamped that down and then cut out around the basket. And then after I did that for all the pieces, I took this Spectrum Noir marker, and this is True Black. These are alcohol-based markers, and they are sort of supposed to be competition for Copic markers. Now, they are a lot less expensive. I got them on sale at AC Moore for $7.99, $7.88, something like that. And that's pretty much the price of one Copic marker. So these are much more affordable, and that's why I bought them. So they have this fine-tipped end, and then they also have this broad end. And I used the fine tip end and went around all of the cut pieces so that it kind of gave them a finishing off look, and also that if I made any mistakes while I was cutting, it kind of just makes it look nice and neat. So I did that with all the pieces and then glued them all down. I glued the basket down first and then all the yarn. So, and then I took a Sakura gel pen in the silver and colored in the 2 knitting needles. And then on the inside, I stamped that Close Knit Friends are a gift from above, and I used a Versa Magic ink that I had, one of those little cat eye inks. So You will probably be seeing a lot more paper piecing from me. It's something that I'm really enjoying doing, and it is time consuming, but I really, really like it. So there's the two projects that I've been working on. I promise you I've been working on more than that. So now on to my Michaels haul. Michaels has a 15% off of everything regular and sale priced, not on clearance items. So when I was there yesterday, I was in the dollar ribbon bin, and I mistakenly thought that that was the original price of it, and these weren't clearance items. But apparently these are clearance, so I couldn't use the 15% off, but I really like these anyway. So I got this teacup ribbon, and I will tell you why in a minute, as well as this donut ribbon, which goes along with why I bought the teacup ones. And then these other two. This is showing up as kind of white, but it's a really, really light pink, not white. And then this white and pink ribbon. So then I also got these 2 packs of 6x6 scrapbooking albums. They were originally $9.99. They were on clearance for $2.99. So $2.99 for a 2-pack. I didn't think that was bad at all. I'm going to be making these into recipe books, which is why I bought these 2 ribbons, because I thought that would look really cute in the book. I did make another video, I think I did a video on it, or I know I did a blog post on it, of a recipe album that I did before out of those little 4x6 photo albums. Problem with that was I wanted to use my Cricut cartridge from my kitchen, and you kind of have to cut the pieces a little bit bigger, and it wouldn't fit onto the pages. So I bought these albums, this one, and I'm going to be turning these all into recipe books, or at least some of them into recipe books, to sell at my craft show in July. So I thought these would make really cute Christmas presents for somebody. Our show in July is a Christmas in July show, so I'm trying to make some Christmas things. I can't believe I have to think about Christmas already. So the next thing that I wanted to show you is I used my 50% off AC More coupon, and you can do that, use your AC More coupons at Michaels, and I think vice versa as well. They had watercolor paper, like in the regular artist section where they have the drawing paper and the tracing paper and the watercolor paper. They had them buy one, get one free. So I picked up 2 pads, and they were $7.99 each, and they only had 10 sheets in them. So while I was wandering around, I ended up in the kids section and found this. 40 pieces of watercolor paper, and it was $4.99, I believe. $5, something like $4.99, $5.99, something like that. It's probably not as good of water paper as the other ones were, but however, I only need them for a couple of projects here and there, doing some basic watercoloring. I'm not going to be doing watercoloring that I'm going to be selling or anything, no watercolor paintings and things like that. So I think that this watercolor paper will be fine. If it's not, I'll just use it for stamping and for, you know, maybe paper piecing, whatever, who knows. But I'm going to try some projects out on this, but it was like $2.50 or $3, something like that, for 40 sheets of paper instead of 20 sheets of paper for $8. So I figured I would try it out. It does have, it's not smooth like regular paper, so it kind of has the watercolor, so we'll see. Last thing I wanted to tell you real quick is that at least my Michaels completely being redone. They have a bunch more of Tim Holtz items. They completely changed their stamping section. Things are just so different. So if you haven't been lately and you're looking for new things, or you've been a lot and like me and you have pretty much everything that's in the store, there's a ton of new things. Right now I want to go get the Tim Holtz peacock feathers distress ink. That's my next big purchase. So I'm using the 50% off coupon. So if you haven't been to Michael's lately, it looks like they're changing them, or at least they changed mine. So maybe there's some new things there for you. So just wanted to give you that tip. And If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and feel free to become a subscriber. I will see you guys real soon with some new projects. Bye!